So I want to learn about a TED. I want to know what it does and how it works.
Sure. A TED is a turtle excluder device, TED or TED. And they are mandated to be on all shrimp trawlers now in the United States. So they are an effort to try and reduce the numbers of sea turtles that get trapped and previously killed in shrimp trawling nets. So the law was enacted that requires these TEDs to be put in place. Now, the action of a TED is that it's basically, there's several different designs, but they are basically like a metal grate placed in the net system, so that as all of the shrimp and other creatures are coming in, including a sea turtle, they come in, but the sea turtle will hit this metal grate. When the sea turtle hits the grate, it follows the grate down, and it will find an escape route out, a hole through the net, a special pouch through the net that allows it to escape. But the small creatures, like the shrimp, will go right through those metal grates. And so they just go past them, but a sea turtle hits it and goes down and out and escapes.
There's two ways to get out of this net, and one goes right into the bottom of it, into the back of it, and then you get caught, and the other way is to go down and out.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And this has helped turtles since
tremendously.
What date?
Well, they started to be put into use in the late 1970s. And since then, they have, of course, been required and are now part of the equipment of all the shrimp trawlers in the United States.
And you've definitely seen a difference, and I'm sure the fishermen have reported a difference as well.
Absolutely. They really do work, and they have been a real benefit to the health of sea turtles.
Great. So if I'm just an ordinary person and I live in this area, how can I help the sea turtles?
Well, there are a number of ways. If you actually lived along the coastline, anywhere along the coastline in Florida, it would be very important to help out with the nesting of the sea turtles. And one of the best ways to do that is for people to be aware that the lighting around their homes or around their condominiums and their businesses can actually adversely affect nesting sea turtles.
How is that?
Great question. Well, sea turtles, you can imagine, they come ashore at night to nest. Well, they get disoriented by light, because if you've ever been to the beach at night, you'll notice that the land seems very, very dark, and there's always a different quality to the light over the ocean, and they're attracted to the brightness of the water, even when it's just starlight. But that gets all disrupted when there's a lot of lighting on the beach. This is especially true for baby sea turtles. They rise up out of the sand, they've just hatched, and then they'll kind of boil up together out of the sand, and then they'll make their way down the beach. But one of their cues about which way to go is the light, and so they're going towards that faint difference between the light on the shore and the land that's been built into their systems, for thousands of years. Well, the artificial light that we have from all of our buildings confuses the babies, and they'll go towards the brightest lights.
So they're seeing two different lights, a condominium light and then the moonlight, and they don't know which way to go.
Right. Well, unfortunately, they'll go towards the brightest light. And so we have a number of different ordinances and laws in place that are designed to protect the sea turtles by controlling the amount of light that is exposed on the beach. And there are lots of wonderful new devices that are in place, kinds of lights that you can use in your homes that are shielded, so that the light provides you light for where you need it, but it doesn't spill out onto the beaches and confuse the turtles.
And that's a happy medium, right? And
exactly.
Both parties are happy.
Right, a great way of working with the environment to allow people, obviously, to have the light that they need, but still protect the turtles and keep from confusing them.
That's a great idea.
But there are many more things that people can do.
Like what?
And no matter where you are in Florida, you will come to a beach or you'll come to a water supply. You may be fishing. Fishing is, of course, so much fun, and people, of course, just flock to Florida to fish.
I love fishing.
Me too. But keeping control of that fishing line is very important. Monofilament line that's discarded improperly out into the water is a tremendous hazard. We see sea turtles regularly that come in with it wrapped around flippers, constricting the blood vessels and sometimes causing the amputation of flippers. We also see them ingesting monofilament, sometimes enough to kill a sea turtle. We also see it at our bird hospital because we have a bird rehabilitation center in addition to our sea turtle rehabilitation center, and we get lots of birds that are injured by the monofilament. Also plastic bags. You know, everyone goes shopping now, and virtually all facilities have those little plastic bags to carry your materials home. Well, when those get loose and they wash either into a river and out an inlet, or if they're just on a boat and they blow out of the boat, land in the water, those little plastic bags kind of pulsate in the water and they look like a jellyfish. And sea turtles like to eat jellyfish, and they eat those, and the plastic bags can kill a sea turtle.
So I need to throw away my garbage, and if I have a condo, I need to make sure I get those special lights, right?
Exactly.
And could I volunteer here?
That is something that we always need. And here at the Marine Science Center and in Volusia County, which is the county we're in on East Central Florida's coastline, we have the need for a lot of volunteers. Working right here at the Marine Science Center, we need volunteers to work with the sea turtles, to work with our birds, work with our aquariums, and help out all of the organisms here. We always need volunteers. But actually on a larger scale, the whole county uses volunteers. Washback watchers, those volunteers that are going along the shoreline and finding those young sea turtles that have washed back in. We need a lot of volunteers to help with that. We also need volunteers who, during the summer months, help with all of the observations of all the sea turtle nestings, marking down locations of nests and providing a set of data that provides us with all the information about all of the sea turtles that nest on our beaches here.
Wow, those are some great ideas. And if I love sea turtles, and I do, I would love to come back and maybe, you know, go out on a nesting site with you or help document some stuff.
Well, we would love to have you come back.
Great. Thank you so much for talking to me.
You're very welcome.
Well, I have learned so much about sea turtles today, and hopefully we've inspired you to get involved and do something in your own way, no matter where you live. I'm Courtney Norman. Thanks for watching.